Yummy.
In the
Yummy.
community. This gentleman's name is Jonathan LePage. He is a man of many talents, of many skills, but I was lucky to get to know him through my buddy Andreas Ruiz told me about this group of men that it's all about coming together and just voting on one of three nonprofits every single meeting on which we're going to give to, which one we feel like is the most giving, and that's the whole theme of the group is we meet once every 3 months or once a quarter, and we donate to a nonprofit, and that's what the event's all about. And and being kind of like the adamant networker and connector that I am, and running a nonprofit myself, it was like, no, this doesn't even exist. And if it does exist, it must be too good to be true. And I went to it, and Lord and behold, it wasn't too good to be true. It was really authentically a group of, prominent men in our community, people that you probably know and you've seen before in other places that are movers and shakers, community leaders, stakeholders. And once you kind of get to know them and talk to them, you see why. Because we're about giving. We're about kind of doing and building and helping make a better community. And I say all that to say, hello, Jonathan. Welcome to the show, and I appreciate you being here once again, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so for, fill people in on 100+ guys who give on and what I didn't mention.
You did a pretty good job
thank you.
covering it.
Yeah.
So basically how the group works is, we started a little over 4 years ago, and just a group of us guys get together. We started at about 30 guys.
Mm-hmm.
We come together. We all give $100 every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that's once a quarter. Once you become a member and start giving that $100, you can nominate a nonprofit of your choice. A nonprofit that you feel is deserving of some funds and needs some extra support in the community. Once you do that, you show up at the meeting. We draw 3 names out of a hat, randomly drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And once we hear who those are, they each give a little presentation. We answer some questions, and all the members present at that time get to vote to see which nonprofit receives our collective donation. Right now we're at about 105 guys, so we're giving about $10,500 every quarter.
That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah. And then we after we vote, the organization that we vote for comes up, and they we kind of take a picture together, and then after that there's an actual a presentation of that big check. But again, explain it better, because I'm using all these words and I feel like I'm tripping over them. So
So we'll just use Last Give as example.
Mm-hmm.
So in May we donated, we selected Spreading Threads Clothing Bank.
Mm-hmm.
They help foster kids, adoptive kids clothe themselves when they're pulled from a situation and they have absolutely nothing. So we actually, about a month later, we went and got to tour their clothing bank. We go, we have a big check that we take a picture, but the cool part of that is really getting to see in person what this nonprofit is doing for the community, and seeing their setup and how our donation is going to help impact them.
Yeah, and bringing the members to that kind of, the big thing I like about just this, whether call it networking or community events, whatever we call it, like it's just more opportunity to bring us together, to bring a rapport and like figure out ways that we can work together to make the community better in some ways. So that's, certainly my favorite thing about 100+ guys who give is that, you're just constantly making these opportunities for guys like ourselves to come together and think of ways that we can continue to make the community better.
Yeah, definitely. It's, it's a group of guys that are just, are there to help better the community and want to do good things.
Yeah.
There's no side motives for anyone or anything like that. It's really just, we're there to help build community and improve the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess kind of in the same note, we just talked about the last give that we did, and that was what was the name of the company? It's
Spreading Threads.
Spreading Threads. That we voted on. I voted. That was who I chose as well. And it was it's been such a blessing to even be able to be part of that, to have a vote, and to see this being done. But we have an even cooler event. I hate to even say that, because we do super cool events, and I'm blessed to be able to be part of what we've done so far at Brother John's.
Mhm.
Is where we hosted at, but this month is a special
It is.
give. So
It
speak
is.
to that.
So this month, so we're kind of the little brother to the women's group, 100 plus women
Yeah,
who care.
for sure. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Well, the idea came from them, so
Mhm.
so it's fair. But so we are actually joining them. We're doing a
Mhm.
combo big give with
Mhm.
them. It's gonna function pretty much the same. There's gonna be 3 nonprofits drawn, and then this time though, we are probably, I think we're projected right now to give a little over $80,000 in an hour.
Mhm.
So we're meeting at La Paloma, a little
Mhm.
bigger space.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my birthday's best, man. It's been a little fancy twist on our thing. Which, I mean, our event's plenty nice and plenty schwanky, but yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a step up from that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit bigger. I mean, the women's
Mhm.
group has 600 members.
Mhm.
We're a little over 100.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we're hoping that it'll really boost our membership.
Mhm. Well, for that event, like, how does it work? I mean, I think that's probably where people are a little bit confused. Is like, so let's say people want to go to this July event.
Mhm.
Can anybody be part of it? Do you have to be a member to be part of it? Like, how does it exactly work?
Everyone can be a part of it,
Okay.
and we want everyone to be a part of it.
And how do they?
Just show up.
Okay.
Just show up. It's at La Paloma, July 18th, if we haven't said that yet.
Mm.
July 18th, La Paloma at 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
It'll run until about 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the first hour is social hour. So if you're
Mhm.
running a little late, can't get there till 6:30,
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. 6:30 is when the actual event starts.
Interesting.
Um,
But if I were you, I'd be there at 5:30, because
Yeah.
definitely the socializing's the
Socializing's the fun part. And if you're set on it and want to join, getting joined early is going to be easier
Mm-hmm.
than wait until the end and trying to get your money in and your voting slip in before we count the votes. So
Interesting. And then if for people who want to get information online, what does that process look like?
you can go to 100guyswhogivetucson.org, and that's 100guyswhogivetucson.org.
Okay.
And then it's I don't know the women's website off the top of my head, but if you just Google 100 plus women,
And then
who
on
care,
Facebook
Tucson.
and all those other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, all those things.
And the women's group's 100 plus women who care.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then 100 plus guys who give.
And then we have probably about another minute or so left. What would you say were the biggest needs for 100 plus guys who give right now?
Right now, the biggest needs is just membership,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, we're doing pretty good on sponsors. Obviously, as membership grows, we'll need more sponsors to help pay for the larger events that we'll have to put on.
Yeah.
But right now, just trying to grow the impact, right? Instead of giving 10,000, we want to give 15 and then 20
Mhm.
and then 25.
Mm-hmm.
So just come check it out. And
Common Good TV show. The Common Good TV show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McLean, Tucson's favorite family show.